Welcome to Cheese is Cheese, episode 13, or whatever it is. It's a tutorial on how to use the dynamic upgrade spreadsheet. So, if you notice here on the left, this is just what's happening second by second based on the build power values. You can generally ignore this and focus more on what's going on in this one. So, here is this cell is the reclaim value, the build power value you want to put in for a reclaim. For the reclaim option, this is for the upgrading option. This is for building T2 storages. There's obviously some assumptions and some things that aren't really implemented. For example, this is assuming that your engineers can continuously build storages around a T2 max, which is obviously not true. There's a lot of hiccuping and walking between them, and the delay in between alternating between storages. So this is not completely accurate. And this, there's a delay between starting the reclaim and starting the build. But those are ignored for these purposes. And also there's, eventually I hope to add a way to incorporate mass in bank and the mass flow to work on this with economy, but that is not done yet and may not be done. So these three the values you want to play with. These are just references. So this is just the value build power of each type of engineer has. 5 for T1, 13 for T2, 32.5 for T3. And then here's a little tool if you want to play with to just calculate, like, hey, let's say I have 3 T1 engineers, 2 T2 and 1 T3. That ends up with 73.5 build power, so you can put that in whichever cell you'd like to put it in. So this is an example of, comparing one T3 engineer. Also, I gotta mention, in the upgrade build power column, if you put 0, this is just the max upgrading by itself, because the formula for the upgrade includes the 15 build power of the T2 max. So this, you can look at the line graph now, and you see what this difference is between one T3 engineer doing the reclaim trick versus a passive upgrade. And you see that the engineer reclaims that max at 5 seconds and then has no earnings because the max is destroyed and there is no max. And then at 94 seconds, it is done. And it starts earning. While the passive upgrade spends it super, super slow over a long time and then finishes here and then starts coming up. So we can do a more controlled experiment of, let's say 10 T1 engineers. That's 50 build power each to see what happens. And this is a very weird number to get because you can't get 50 out of adding these three up, obviously. But you can do 49.5, so we'll just leave it as is. But it shows the point that the upgrade finishes first, and the earnings start coming in early. So this is not enough, generally not enough build power to make it work. And as an aside, the break-even point is 41, I think, or 26. No, it's not. Maybe it's 45. I think it's 46. Keep in mind this is equal value because this formula incorporates the build power of the max. So yeah, this is the literal break-even point where they are exactly equal. No, excuse me, they're one off. They're one off. If you scroll down here, you'll see 649, 648, 649, 648. Yeah, so that's my little rambling. If you disagree, well, argue with. I mean, it's math, it's arithmetic, buddy.